Good evening. This is a special session of Rome Common Council. The date is September 24th, 2025, and the time is 6:30 PM. Mr. Seal, please call the roll.
Counselor Sprace.
Present.
Counselor Mortis.
Present.
Counselor Fazio.
Present.
Counselor Smith.
Here.
Counselor Anderson.
Present.
Counselor Dursey.
Present.
Counselor Sprawley.
Present. Please rise for pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under matters for consideration, I call upon Mayor Jeffrey Lanigan.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to start out first. I want to say thank you so much to all of my department heads, employees that are here tonight in support. I truly appreciate that. I also want to give a special thank you to Rome City Treasurer Brian Adams, who has been working tirelessly on this budget for the last 4 months, and then hand in hand with me throughout. He's put a tremendous lot of effort into this, and I truly appreciate everything you do. And Chief of Staff Kim Rogers, who also put a lot of time and effort into this with myself and Treasurer Adams. So I just want to give a couple special thank yous for that. Good evening, members of Common Council, city officials, and residents of Rome. Tonight, I present the 2026 proposed budget for the city of Rome. This budget is grounded in fiscal responsibility, shaped by the extraordinary challenges of the past year and guided by a vision of growth and renewal. The year 2024 was unlike any in recent memory. On July 16th, a devastating tornado struck our community, destroying homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure. Recovery efforts demanded expenditures far beyond what had been planned for. At the same time, Rome faced additional pressures from inflation, rising insurance premiums, and the enormous snow removal costs of the 2025 storm, many of us call Snowmageddon. Fortunately, Rome entered this difficult period in a position of relative financial strength. By securing $6 million in funding for tornado-related costs and an additional $200,000 for the storm recovery following June's microburst, we were able to reduce the burden on our residents. We are deeply grateful for our New York State partners for their steadfast support. These funds were vital for demolition, operating expenses, and capital improvements. In 2025, our community also benefited from the generosity of several individuals and businesses whose contributions totaled $82,950. These donations helped us to bring the community together for concerts, movies, fireworks, to replant trees lost in the storm, and to make important public safety improvements, including the purchase of a UTV that will be used for our patrolling of the trail system and contributions to the new K-9 unit. Every single dollar helped offset costs to taxpayers, and I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of those who gave back to our city. Rome's strong reserves, built in part during the pandemic years, have allowed us to withstand these challenges and weather the storms, both literally and figuratively, while continuing to provide essential services without interruption. But we know reserves are not a permanent solution. We must plan responsibly for the future. This budget does exactly that. It recognizes the fiscal pressures we face while making strategic investments that will keep Rome moving forward. For example, in preparing for the 2026 budget, we conducted a thorough review of our enterprise funds. Our refuse contract was awarded to Bliss Environmental in December of 2024, and while a rate adjustment is necessary to maintain the highest level of service, residents and businesses will continue to enjoy reliable garbage and recycling services at a cost that remains affordable and competitive. By contrast, Rome's sewer and water funds remain strong, with no increase needed in 2026, and as significant additional revenues are expected to begin in 2027 from Chobani. Inflation has been a reality across the nation. While the cost of goods and services rising nearly 30% since 2016, Yet during that time, Rome's property tax remained flat. While that offered short-term relief, it created long-term imbalance as expenditures grew while tax revenues did not. This administration is committed to making the toughest but necessary choices to restore balance, safeguard financial stability, and invest in Rome's future. That means addressing structural challenges responsibly. The citywide salary adjustments undertaken in 2023 increased wages, but also drove up fringe benefits, retirement, and FICA contributions. These decisions, implemented all at once, left Rome struggling to absorb the costs. Our approach moving forward is different: phased, sustainable, and transparent. We are currently negotiating with 3 of our unions, fire, police, and 1088, and this budget reflects what we reasonably expect to pay under new contracts. To ensure sustainability, we trimmed nearly $1 million from the original draft budget. If an expense did not improve service, enhance quality of life, or support economic growth, it was not included. The result is a budget based on needs, not wants. The 2026 Inside Tax District budget totals $14.8 million, reflecting increases in wages, health insurance, and retirement contributions, but also savings in fuel, leases, and travel. Revenues outside of property taxes are projected to grow by more than $2 million, including over $1 million in additional AIM funding, anticipated new SSO and SRO agreements with the Rome City School District, and revenue from the newly created hotel occupancy tax. The 2026 general city budget calls for appropriations of $41.9 million, up $2 million from 2025, with much of that growth tied to contractual wage increases, benefits, and debt service. But even as costs rise, proactive planning has generated efficiencies and savings in fuel, technology, and vehicle leasing. At the same time, we are investing in Rome's future. Recent and upcoming projects include the SFM Skate Park, a new downtown anchor, completion of City Hall, Griffo Green rehabilitation, a $5 million investment in Park Drive to support new housing development, the access road to Woodhaven, preparation to apply for a second $10 million DRI award, this time focused on connecting East Rome to the waterfront. The new RISE grant program, supporting small business startups and expansions. Our ARPA-funded paint truck, which will finally allow Rome to restore road striping for safer streets. These are not just projects, they are investments in our neighborhoods, our quality of life, and our long-term growth. And the opportunities ahead are unprecedented. In 2025 alone, Rome secured more than $7 million in grants, with more than $50 million in additional applications pending. State and local partners are investing over $55 million in infrastructure at the Griffiths Triangle site. Most significantly, Chobani's decision to build the largest natural food production facility in American history right here in Rome represents a transformational $1 billion investment and over 1,000 new jobs. It is our responsibility to ensure that Rome is ready with housing, infrastructure, and amenities that will attract and retain new residents and businesses this project will bring. To keep Rome financially strong, the combined tax rate was adjusted by 2.75% in 2025. This year, I am proposing a further 2.59% increase in 2026. For a home with an assessment of $62,046, the average assessment in Rome, this translates to about $25.69 more in the outside district and $33.36 more in the inside district per year. I know no one welcomes an increase, but this modest adjustment is not about raising taxes for the sake of it. It's about protecting services, supporting our employees, and preparing Rome for the opportunities ahead. By keeping revenues aligned with expenditures, we ensure that our community continues to receive the high-quality services it depends on today, while positioning ourselves to take full advantage of tomorrow's growth. This increase is not a trend, but a bridge, one that helps us move from the financial strain of natural disasters and rising costs towards the stronger revenues we know are coming with projects like Chobani, new housing developments, and expanding businesses. In short, it puts Rome on a firmer ground as we enter what will be some of the most transformative years in our city's history. Colleagues, this is a budget built on responsibility and vision. It addresses today's challenges honestly, but more importantly, it embraces the opportunities of tomorrow. New development, new revenues, and renewed growth for Rome. The city of Rome is resilient. We have faced devastation, inflation, and structural challenges, but we are building a stronger foundation for tomorrow. By investing responsibly, negotiating fairly, and planning wisely, we will ensure that Rome not only recovers, but thrives. Thank you, and may God bless the city of Rome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Mayor. Under matters for consideration, resolution number 132, Mr. Seelig.
Authorizing the city clerk to advertise notice of a public hearing with regard to approving the annual budget for 2026.
Move it.
Counselor Anderson.
Second.
Counselor Sprace. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? I would entertain a motion to make an amendment to insert the date of the public hearing, which would be the 8th day of October, 2025 at 6:45 PM. So that would be our next common council meeting. And who would like to make that
Move it.
motion? Counselor Smith and Counselor Anderson. Any discussion? All those in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The amendment carries. The resolution as amended. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution number 132 is carried. Ordinances. Ordinance number 9822.
Approving the annual budget for the year 2026.
So move it.
Counselor Morris and Counselor Anderson. Counselor Dursey and Counselor Sprace, unanimous consent. Ordinance number 9822 has been moved and seconded. Unanimous consent has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of unanimous consent, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, unanimous consent is carried. Is there any discussion? Counselor Anderson.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to move to table this as we have to have the public hearing, and we have a lot of work to do before we're ready to vote.
Seconded by Counselor Sprace. Any further discussion on that? All those in favor of tabling ordinance number 9822, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, ordinance number 9822 is tabled. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Counselor
Second.
Spuralia and Counselor Smith. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned. The regular common council meeting will start at 7 PM. Good evening. This is regular session of the Rome Common Council. The date is September 24th, 2025. The time is 7 PM. Mr. Seal, please call the roll.
Counselor Sprace,
Present.
Counselor Mortis,
Present.
Counselor Fazio,
Present.
Counselor Smith,
Here.
Counselor Anderson,
Present.
Counselor Dercy,
Present.
Counselor Sprawlia.
Present.
Please rise for pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The invocation will be offered by President Nash. Holy One, grant us the grace to listen more than we speak, and to speak with respect and kindness. Let disagreement never overshadow decency. Amen. The meeting is now open to the public. You have the opportunity to appear before the council and present your views concerning city affairs. If you wish to speak, please step up to the back microphone, state your name and address, and limit yourself to 5 minutes. Also, please sign in on a speaker sheet as this will help with our record. We're ready for our first speaker.
Council President, members of the council, thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Michael Brown. I was not able to attend the 5th, 6th, and 7th Ward meeting recently held, at which time I would have done this, but I'm just announcing my candidacy for 5th Ward Council seat for this November. And to that end, I'm wanted to be here for the budget announcement. I was somewhat confused because today's announcement of that meeting didn't show up until late this afternoon in the Sentinel, and I'm a little concerned about transparency and the fact that a lot of people that I know would have liked to have been here to hear the mayor's talk about his budget proposal, and they weren't able to attend because they had other plans. So I'm concerned that we're not giving the public enough time to consider, when they're going to come and see a meeting, when they find out about the meeting at dinner time, the night of the meeting. So that's an issue. But I am also very concerned about this tax increase. 2.75 last year and a 2.59 this year, 5.34% over the first 2 years of Mayor Lanigan's term is somewhat concerning to me, because that doesn't bode well for the next 2 years of his term. And I would like to encourage all of you, please, to take a hard look at this on a line-by-line basis. I'm certainly going to, because that's deeply concerning. We've had a lot of people complaining about 2.75 last year, and I don't think this is going to go well in the public sphere over the next month. So to that end, I thank you for your time, and look forward to seeing you all in the near future.
Thank you, Michael. Next speaker, please.
I'm sorry.
I said, thank you, Michael.
Dennis Perfetti, 506 West Thomas Street. 2.59%. If that's an alarming number, we got big problems. It's $33 a year on the average house. It's about $2.75 a month. If anybody's short, come see me. I'll give you the $3. What everybody forgets is that before the last mayor left office, she was handing out raises like pixie sticks. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody deserves a raise, but that money has to come from someplace. We don't have a magic hat or a bag or a lamp that we can rub and the genie can put the money up there. The money has to come from someplace. If you want safer streets and you want garbage picked up on time and snow plowed before it hits the ground, there's a cost to doing business. Until you run a business, you don't understand the cost. And I know Mr. Brown has a business and I can appreciate it, but everything's gone up. Everything has gone up. I don't care where you're at. It's gone up. The policing is far better than it ever was. The garbage is picked up before I get to the store. Sometimes it didn't get picked up till the next day, a year ago. Snow removal, I thought snow removal was fine this year considering what we got. I've been in Rome my whole life and I don't remember a storm like that for 30 plus years. So, I mean, we're all concerned about money. Everybody is. But 2.59% is a lot better than what I was reading on the internet when it was going to be in excess of 8%. I have another thing. With all the new candidates running, is there going to be like a meet the candidate thing? Because I'm really interested in seeing how we're going to solve all the problems I hear about on Facebook, about the vacant buildings and the no businesses and this and that. How are we going to solve that with the new candidates? I mean, do they have people coming in ready to just scoop up properties once they get elected? Or are we just throwing out there to get clickbait on Facebook? So I was just wondering if there's going to be a meet the candidate like we had 2 years ago when everybody was out there. I'd be interested in getting an answer on that.
Thank you, Dennis. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name's Celine. I'm on 711 North James. I didn't plan on speaking, and my issue seems a lot less severe than there's no bike rack here, and I have nowhere safe to put my bike, and I'm worried about it being stolen. If you need help with that, I could probably fundraise for it or contribute some to it. I just want a bike rack so that there's a safe place to put my bicycle rather than the lobby, because I feel like that inhibits like safety in case there's a fire or something. I just wanted to mention the bike rack. That's it. Sorry about that.
No, thank you. That was a good point. Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Is there anybody else that wishes to speak? Would anybody else like to speak? Public session is closed. The chair will entertain a motion that the reading of the minutes of the preceding session be dispensed with and that they be approved.
So moved.
Counselor Smith. Counselor Dercy. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Petitions and communications.
AG Rosendale LLC of 1736 Black River Boulevard has provided notice of its adult use cannabis retail dispensary license application.
For city officials. Anybody? For the councilors and general city affairs. Counselor Spiralia.
President Nash, members of the council, two items I'd like to mention. First of all, just a reminder to everyone, excuse me, that on Tuesday, September 30th and Wednesday, October 1st at 6 p.m. at Pinty Field, there will be public meetings held. It's the same information both nights. It just allows you a chance to attend one or the other. It's the Parks Master Plan. City officials will be there along with Fisher Associates. You will have a chance to comment and make suggestions at that. This is the first of several public meetings that they will be having. Second thing I'd like to address, and I'd like to address this to Commissioner Giuliano if I could. Commissioner, I had sent you an email and you responded to me about an issue at Urbandale Parkway. That I've had calls from several of the residents about the inability, I guess, during peak times to make a left-hand turn out of Urbandale. With the incoming Chobani and a new roundabout being built, I know you had mentioned that you were going to address this with the state DOT. Is there anything further you can report on that? Because I have the manager of Urbandale here this evening.
President Nash, members of the council, Councilor Sprague. No, I have not talked to DOT about that intersection yet. This was obviously just brought to me Monday, I believe.
Right.
You emailed me, or end of last week. But on a monthly basis, we meet with DOT for this project. And the talks about the west side of the river haven't been started yet.
Okay.
Right now, they're concentrating on Hill Road 825 at the new Chobani Road that's being built right now, and the proposed roundabout at the Bomber. But yes, that will be brought up. Your concern will be addressed.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner.
You're welcome.
Commissioner, the bike rack, can you look into that, see if it's possible to get a bike rack?
President Nash, the city has upwards of 20 bike racks, either on order or in our possession right now. They are being ready to be installed.
Okay,
So
good.
I can confidently say probably within the next couple weeks, we'll definitely have them installed here at City Hall around the building and out onto Griffo Green and down along Dominic Street.
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the question about the meet the candidates, that's usually typically not a city function, but in the past, the NAACP has done something and the League of Women Voters. So I assume that would happen again this year. But I don't know for a fact. Report of committees. Councilor Dersi.
President Nash, members of the council, I do have a couple questions that I would like to ask to Commissioner Giuliano.
Sure. Commissioner?
Commissioner Giuliano, I have a couple questions related to the Northwest Rome Water project, and I would just like to get some clarification on those questions. I know that we've started to fill the tank on September 15th. Is it full? Are we moving forward with that?
President Nash and members of the council, Councilor Dersi, yes, the tank on Lorena Road, Sunset Lane, has been filled, tested and approved by New York State Department of Health and the Oneida County Department of Health. So that was completed on September 15th.
Okay, so the water pressure should be moving up as we speak, or is it where it should be at this point?
The new pressure zones as designed should be working as designed now, fully on the entirety of the project.
Okay, so the design of the water pressure should be about what, and if we have problems, where should residents address that?
There were a few different pressure zones in the system for the project that was built. The pressure zones are going to range between 50 and 65 PSI on different legs of that project, depending on the elevation of where they are. The pressure reducing valves that were installed on nearly 1,000 residences they'll control that pressure. Some of that may be higher depending on the elevation of where that structure is, but those PRVs will control the system between 50 and 65 pounds.
Okay, so if there isn't a problem, then reach out to you all at Department of Public Works. If they feel they still have low pressure, are we going to look at that?
If somebody on the new system has what they think is still low pressure, they should call the water department first.
Water department.
The water department will dispatch a crew and they will check for leaks first. We're not going to go right at a pressure issue for the system until we eliminate that resident that's calling. So if we can eliminate 1, 2, 3 Main Street as a project issue and we can localize it to a specific issue at that parcel, then we'll handle that there. But if any resident has what they think is still low pressure, they should call the water department first.
Okay, so call the water department. And I think we spoke about the repairs to the grass and the surfaces. I know some people in Valley View and Turn Road have suffered for almost 2 years now with a nice beach front yard, and by beach I mean main beach, which is just plain stone. Are we going to be able to fix that this fall? Is that something that's going to be done before, the snow flies next week?
Council, I hope you're joking about snow.
I hope so too, but who knows?
But if you're not, I don't know if it'll be done before next week, but the contractor has moved in with their subcontractor. They remobilized back to Rome this past Monday on the 22nd. They do have 2 crews in working on the project, along with removing some appurtenances of the infrastructure. They are going to be doing all the soft surface repairs that need to be done.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the clarifications.
You're welcome.
That's all.
Anything further, folks? Resolutions. Resolution number 133.
Accepting donation presented to the city of Rome by Adirondack Bank, $20,000.
Move it.
Counselor Anderson. Counselor Mortis. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 133, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, resolution is carried. Resolution number 134.
Authorizing an intermunicipal agreement with the county of Oneida to ensure the contribution of CNY RTA's transportation services with the city of Rome.
Move it. Counselor Smith.
Second.
Counselor Fazio. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 134, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, resolution carried. Resolution number 135.
Authorizing agreement with Oneida County for the use of Rome City Hall during election seasons.
Move it.
Counselor Sprolia.
Second.
Counselor Dercy. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 135, say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution number 136.
Authorizing the mayor of the city of Rome to accept the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee grant for the Police Traffic Services Program in an amount not to exceed $13,000.
Counselor Sprace.
Second.
Counselor Mortis. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 136, say aye.
Aye.
Both resolution carries. Resolution number 137.
Authorizing amendment to capital account HGI City Green Project.
Move it.
Counselor Anderson.
Second.
Counselor Dercy. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 137, say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution number 138.
Accepting donation of a park bench presented to the city of Rome in memory of Peter Crigliano IV.
Move it.
Counselor Sprolia and Counselor Fazio. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 138, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, resolution carries. Ordinances. Ordinance number 9823.
Authorizing the approval of a temporary easement for the property located at 409 Walnut Street.
Move it.
Counselor Dercy.
Second.
Counselor Sprolia.
Unanimous consent.
Counselor Sprace and Counselor Anderson. Ordinance number 9823 has been moved and seconded. Unanimous consent has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of unanimous consent, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, unanimous consent is carried. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of ordinance number 9823, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, ordinance carries. Ordinance number 9824.
Authorizing the placement of a dead end sign at the beginning of White Road.
Move it. Counselor Smith.
Second.
Counselor Anderson.
Unanimous consent.
Counselor Dercy.
Second.
And Counselor Sprolia. Ordinance number 9824 has been moved and seconded. Unanimous consent has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of unanimous consent, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, unanimous consent is carried. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of ordinance number 9824, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance number 9824 is carried. Ordinance number 9825.
Authorizing the placement of a 15-minute parking signs across the street from 609 Floyd Ave.
Move it.
Counselor Sprace.
Second.
Counselor Mortis.
Unanimous consent.
Counselor Anderson.
Second.
Counselor Spralia. Ordinance number 9825 has been moved and seconded. Unanimous consent has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of unanimous consent, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous consent is carried. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of ordinance number 9825, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance number 9825 is carried. The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Counselor Smith.
Second.
Counselor Dercy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming tonight.